at it all morning.
Whistling, you mean?
Yeah.
What's it got to whistle about?
Exactly. We've not been going round as though we've scoffed a bag of birdseed, have we?
I don't feel like whistling.
No, me. But he does, obviously.
Hey, he's smitten again, isn't he?
I'd say he was showing all the signs of being on heat. Yes, I would.
This woman, you know, the one that he's got decide for next week.
Cath.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that name for some reason, Betty. It sounds a bit bold to me, don't you think?
Oh, she's not bold. She seems very nice.
We've only seen her the once.
Yeah.
And I mean, she was here for a job.
Yeah.
She was bound to act a bit demure.
Yeah.
Butter wouldn't melt.
Well, it beats me why taking her on for a full week. And she's only needed for one night. I mean, the night you and him are going to the ball.
Now, Betty.
Oh, well.
Anyway, that's it, isn't it? He's fallen for her big blue eyes.
How do you know they were blue?
Well, they would be to Fred, Betty.
Oh.
There's only two sorts of women in Fred's book. Dead and propositionable.
I must be dead then.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not telling me he's forking out a full week's wages, you know, just because he fancies his chances with her. And it don't sound like Fred, that. A fella that won't even give you the top off his boiled egg.
Betty,
What?
sex is a very funny thing.
Yeah.
It can clean out the deepest pockets overnight. Especially when you don't get that much of it, like that what Fred doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's time we found out what is going on in that video nasty he calls her mind.
Do you need any help, lovey?
Only if he overdoes the dumb insolence bit, and we have to resort to a snake bite or two. Here's a couple of minutes, Cock.
Okay, go.
Hello, Fred.
How do, Lindsay?
You sound very happy this morning, Fred.
Oh, well, life's what you make it, Lynch. That's what I say, anyway.
Oh, and you're still cheerful, fancy.
You what?
Nothing. Any special reason for your jollity?
Nope.
Not had a good win on the GGs?
Not lately.
How about the pools?
Chance would be a fine thing.
I know. You found your toupee. Have that thrush taking it for a nest like we thought.
Ha, flipping ha.
Then it must be a woman.
Oh, give over. All the women I've had to fight off over the years. Not going to go cartwheels over this one.
Then why are you taking that barmaid on for a full week? Instead of just the one night we're going to the brewery on?
Well, she said one night was no good to it. Had we a week or nothing. So you see, your mate there's costing me money, ain't she? Costing me money to have somebody in here to hold her hand. But we know the reason, don't we, Lynch?
Oh.
The reason is she's jealous. Because I've taken you and not her.
Oh.
Story of my life, Lynch. Always been a martyr to jealous women. I was just born too devilish handsome, that's my problem.
Hey, what did you find out?
Either we were wrong, Betty, or he's learning to fib a lot better. And that could be very, very dangerous.
Pull it through, Kevin.
Come and get it.
Oh, time and all. What's to eat?
Scones.
Oh, no, that's the bun.
Oh, because you've scoffed them all. I made 20 on Sunday and there's not one left. You haven't been taking them home, have you?
Shouldn't be such a good cook.
Flattery won't get you another batch this week, sunshine.
Well?
Well, what?
What went wrong last night?
Nothing went wrong.
Come off it. All day yesterday, you'd gone on about this every date with these two tarts.
Ryan?
And today, not a dicky bird. Not a mention. Didn't they turn up or something? I bet they stood you both up, didn't they?
No, they didn't stand us up.
Well, they had a couple of old boots.
Ryan, you're talking about my sex in a very demeaning way.
What we do at work. Fellas do. All right, then. Were they not very presentable?
Yeah, they was both crackers.
Why aren't you smiling like a pint pot? I know. They let you spend your last quid, then they went home to Mum. You didn't get a bit, did you?
Brian, unlike you, Kevin probably wasn't expecting
The
it.
snag was this mate they brought.
What, mate?
They brought a mate, didn't they? Dead dopey she was. I mean, we tried to give her a bus fare home. Well, Terry did, but she won't have it. She just sat there looking fed up and disagreeing with everything we tried to suggest to do.
Oi, that's not funny. I've had some of that myself. When a girl brings a mate with her, it's like she's wearing protective clothing.
We're very faithful to our friends, those girls.
Not only that, she lived the furthest away too, didn't she? So we had to drop her off last.
And sometimes we bring a friend along on purpose, especially if we think the fella might consider himself irresistible.
Do you think they did that?
Could have done. Terry thinks he's God's gift, doesn't he?
I'll tell you what, Kev. Next time you take him out, I'll take the spare off your hands. For a consideration.
And here's another one who thinks he's Superman.
I am.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be next time for me. Cost me a bomb last night. And for what?
How do? Timed it nicely, have I?
That depends on how you treat the women in your life.
Badly. That's how they like it, isn't it?
Oh, what's the use? You have to have the cup without the handle.
Well, you're not busy enough, Brian.
Oh, we're not complaining. Are we, Kev?
No.
Well, that's what I'm hoping to be, busy. But before I can clench this church roof job, I need a couple of references. And I wondered if you'd give us one, Brian. I mean, being in business yourself and... Well, I know you haven't known me all that
Of
long,
course
but...
you will. Won't you, Brian?
No problem.
And where are you gonna get the other one from, then?
Well, I've got a couple of mates I can ask
Why
them.
don't you try Alf Roberts? You've done some work for him, haven't you? And he's a counsellor.
Aye. You get one from Alf, it's like having money in the bank.
Alf Roberts, yeah. Yeah, I could give him a try, I suppose.
Now, you're quite sure you got everything that Emily wants today?
Yeah, I've got it imprinted on the tablets of my mind. Half a pound of cooking cheese and 2 bilberry tarts.
Yeah, well, that's what you said yesterday. You still came back twice for stuff you'd forgotten.
Yeah, well, I do tend to be a bit absent-minded about trivial things. People are usually thinking profound thoughts, often are.
Oh, you're usually thinking, are you? Profound thoughts.
Oh, yes, yes. What is the meaning of life? What is beauty? Beauty, truth, truth, beauty.
Fancy that. £1.10.
Hey?
It's another kind of truth.
Oh.
What you owe me for these?
Sorry. Yeah.
Excuse me. I've been standing here observing you.
Oh?
You don't do yourself justice, you know.
Don't you?
No, you present a very poor physical image. You want to stand up straight, get your shoulders back, walk tall. Imagine you're wearing the Queen's uniform. Remember the song, No One Can Compare to a British Grenadier?
90p. Oi! Change. Oi! Bunch. Yes, Percy.
Oh, I haven't come in to buy anything. I just came in to have a close look at that young fella for a friend. You know, you can say what you like about the strength of the pound and the balance of payments surplus. There's only one thing that'll get this country back on its feet again. Conscription. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Are most folk ghoul alley, or is it just me?
Oh, you get some comics coming in here, Alf, and that's a fact.
How do?
Here.
You haven't got a spare slice loaf, have you?
Sorry, I don't think we have.
Yeah, we have, Alf.
Oh.
One here. Here, look.
Saved me life, thanks.
40p.
Cheap at the price. You haven't had any trouble with those floorboards I put down for you, have you?
No.
And they don't squeak either like some we have at home.
Sprinkle some talcum powder underneath, that'll stop them.
You're joking.
I'm not, no. Only, I was wondering on, well, if on the strength of the work that I did here, you give me a reference. I mean, just on my work, that is.
Well, somebody thinking of putting floorboards down, are they?
Oh, no, not floorboards.
Well, in that case, I don't see if I can give you a reference about open floorboards. I mean, that's all I know about, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, all right. No harm in asking, was there? Cheerio, love.
Cheerio.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, that looks promising.
Everything under control. Cheese on toast in 2 minutes, if that.
Now, are you grilling me a tomato?
It wasn't on the list.
That memory of yours. Never mind. I won't die from the lack of a tomato.
I had a very funny experience in the corner shop.
Oh?
You know that old caretaker bloke, Percy? Well, he comes up to me and gives me a lecture for no reason at all. Actually, I think he was trying to get me to join up. Me join up?
Oh, well, I think it might have been something I said to Mr. Sugden. You know, just a passing remark about how you weren't feeling quite up to scratch, a bit downcast, which you were yesterday, weren't you? So I think Mr. Sugden was probably giving you some advice in his own inimitable way.
Oh, I see. Well, that was yesterday. Today, I'm a different man.
Really?
Definitely, Mrs. Bishop. I had a long talk with myself in bed last night about, well, you know, girls. And I've decided, so what if Terry Duckworth and Kevin take out a couple of girls while I'm at home cleaning my telescope lenses? So what? What are girls, anyway? Shallow, fickle creatures.
Oh, not all girls, surely.
I've got better things to do with my body and mind than to waste them on girls. Like, well, lots of things.
I'm sure you have.
I'm a dedicated misogynist.
Are you?
That's a woman hater.
I do know what a misogynist is.
Definitely, I am.
I think I can smell something burning.
Oh, me toast.
Where's Clint Eastwood then?
Oh, struggling with his VAT. It's a pathetic sight.
Has he not mastered that calculator he bought himself yet?
No, I don't think so, lovey. Hey, hey.
What?
Could just come through the door.
Hello there, it's Cath Goodwin, isn't it? That's right. It's Fred.
Mr. G, is he busy? I don't want to trouble him if he is, only never told me what time he wanted me in next week. And as I was passing, I thought I'd just pop in and out.
Mr. G would never forgive us if we let you go without him seeing you. Would he, Betty?
No, I wouldn't.
Would you go and tell Mr. G that Cath is here to see him? Would you do that for me, Betty?
Right.
You don't mind me calling you Cath, do you?
That's my name.
You know, Cath, you must have made a very big impression on Mr. G. He's talked about nothing else.
Really?
Well, you must have. Him taking you on for a full week when really we only needed somebody.
Kathy, nice to see you, lad.
Hello, Fred.
Would you like a little drink, Comes? What about something short?
All right then. I'll have a brandy and dry.
Brandy and dry then, so that's quick. Oh, that's nice to see you.
What do you find out?
Only that she's got very expensive tastes and Fred doesn't seem to mind.
Right, I'm off. I've got a job I want to finish this afternoon.
Got out those teas.
I'll get some chops, eh? I want to got a loaf and all.
What's one of them?
Hey up. Hello.
Hello.
You're looking well.
Yeah, I'm feeling it now. How are you?
Exploited and underpaid like all the labouring classes.
You don't look so bad off it. Have you got the go-ahead with your chapel roof yet?
I just need one more reference.
Well, that should be easy enough to get.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. I've been turned down once today already.
Who's turning you down? Somebody around here?
Oh, never mind. I'll get one somewhere else. I'll see you.
Yeah, try.
Ta-ra. See ya.
I thought you'd be shut for dinner.
No, I'm a bit behind this morning.
Well, it's all right. It's not a shipping order. Just £1/2 of butter.
I think I can manage that. Alf at one of his council meetings.
No, he's in the back having his dinner. Actually, I couldn't care less where he is. He's been like a flipping wasp with toothache this morning. 50p, please. So if you've got anything to ask him, I should wait till he comes round. Otherwise, you might get what Bill Webster got.
What with that?
A flea in the ear. I think I will have a word with him. Have I said something I shouldn't?
Will you give him a shout?
Alf!
What?
You wanted. Oh. Right, I'm off for my dinner. Try, love.
Oh. What can I do for you?
Did you turn Bill Webster down this morning when he asked for a reference?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Well, I thought it was a bit strong, asking me to sing his praises on strength of a few floorboards.
You know why he wanted that reference, don't you?
No, he didn't say.
I think you do, Alf. I think you know I've lent him some money too, don't you?
Is that wise, Rita? Lending money to a stranger? I mean, how much?
£1,000.
£1,000? What sort of security?
I didn't ask for any security. I trust him to pay me back.
How can you trust somebody you haven't? You've only known him a few weeks. It could be one of these cowboys. It's not unknown in his line of business, you know. It could just take off.
I trust him, Alf, and it's none of your business.
Yeah, but...
And I'll be obliged if you keep out of it, please.
Look, he's taking you for a ride, Rita. He knows that you're just a soft touch.
I am not a soft touch. It was my idea to lend him the money. He never asked for a penny.
Oh, well, he's a lot cleverer than I give him credit for then.
You could have given Bill Webster that reference. This job at the church means a lot to him, just starting out on his own as he is. He's never done you any harm. I'm surprised at you, Alf. I didn't think you were like this. I didn't think you were... Well, I didn't think you bore a grudge.
They are, love.
Thank you.
Tata, Rita. Getting on like ass on fire, aren't they?
I told you she were a bold and Betty. And Fred's such a sucker. One whiff of cheap scent, he's flat on his back with his arms and legs waving in the air.
Well, I thought your scent smelled lovely and expensive.
Shut up, Betty.
Not bad. Hiya. All right. How'd you get on last night? What? Oh, your date with them two birds.
Oh, that was brilliant, wasn't it, Kev?
Yeah, great. 17 and double top left. I'm off women myself. Is that a fact?
Yeah, life's too short. I mean, take an encyclopedia.
I'd rather not, mate.
I mean, all the different things that are in it, all the different places, arts, sciences, fascinating people and cultures, sports, hobbies, pastimes, wildlife, political tensions in chat. And that's just down here. I mean, what about up there in the vast infinity of space? I mean, who needs women?
I want double top. Right, please, Fred. I said I still want double top.
Here.
Who does Curly remind you of?
What do you mean?
Somebody very boring and somebody we saw a lot of last night.
That bird. There, mate.
Elaine. I'd say them two were made for one another, wouldn't you?
Brilliant. You want double two? I'll get 'em. Nice adders.
Not bad. Were you serious about what you were saying before?
Yeah, dead serious. I've given it a lot of thought.
It's a pity, that.
Huh? Why is that?
Well, these two birds we took out last night, they have a mate. Very nice, isn't she, Kev?
Yeah, she is.
And we thought, like how she's going spare, that you might like to meet her. Didn't we, Kev?
Yeah, we did.
When?
Tonight, if you like.
What time?
7-ish.
Right. I'll make an exception. Do her a favour. She'll be very grateful, mate. Won't she, Kev?
Very.
Here we are, the cup that cheers. Alf, you brew. What is the matter with you today? You were biting everybody's head off this morning. You've hardly a word for the cat this afternoon.
There's no wrong with me. Just puzzled.
Oh? What's puzzling you? All right, if it's confidential.
Women.
Oh, did nobody tell you? We puzzle everybody. It's one of the reasons we're so fascinating.
Well, you might find you get on better with chaps who are a bit less fascinating, a bit easier to understand.
Who's the jigsaw, then? Is it Rita?
Yeah, well, I mean, I tried to help her because she, you know, she's as she is like, and every time I do, I just get in trouble.
And has Bill Webster got something to do with it as well?
Well, he's taking advantage of her. Fancy borrowing her money off her. I mean, Len wouldn't have lent him a penny, you know, never mind £1,000. He's practically a stranger. But if I say anything, I'm told to mind my own business.
I doubt he is taking advantage of her, you know, Alf. And even if he was, I don't think you convinced Rita. I'm not saying there's anything going on. I just think she likes him, like I do. So, you see, she's not seeing what you say as good advice. She's seeing it as you criticising her judgment, and that's biased criticism at that.
Biased? Me? I'm not biased.
Aren't you? Be honest, Alf. Could use another word if you like. Jealous. I'll be in my consulting rooms if you want any more advice.
Right. I'm off. How do I look?
Well, I think, for a misogynist, you look very dashing.
Oh, I'm only helping them out. They practically pleaded with me.
Of course.
I mean, you've got to help your mates out, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Even if it is against your sworn principles.
I do admire loyalty.
I might be late home.
You have got your key.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye. Have a nice time.
It'll be a very boring evening.
We should have asked your dad to come with us tonight instead of Action Man.
Bastard, how you done?
Let's face it, they've only been fighting over me.
He's an old fella, but he thinks he's steaming for it. All of it.
Hey, watch it.
Why haven't you got changed?
I am. Come on, I'm going to be late.
Always be at least 5 minutes late. That way they're very grateful that you turn up at all.
Yeah, that's the way I usually play it too, Terry.
Oh, yeah?
Now, what's this girl of mine exactly like?
Right then, are we fit?
Yeah. See you, Dad.
Yeah, behave yourselves.
Charlo. Hiya.
Hiya.
Hi, Terry. Seems quite enough.
Does it? A bit of a rush on about 6:30, but I coped. Alone.
Where's Fred?
Up in his room, dolling himself up to meet his public, I shouldn't wonder.
Oh, dear. Not the same, is it, Bet? You know, when Mrs. Walker was here.
She could be a bit of a tartar as well, we know. But at least she's not a psychopathic rattlesnake. Yes, Alf.
Pint of bitter, please, Bet, and give me one.
Yeah, I'll have a pint with you, thanks.
I don't drink pints, Alf, unfortunately.
This time we learnt then, isn't it?
It's worth a try.
Not a bad sort of a night out.
No.
What's this? That reference you wanted?
What's changed?
Well, I've been thinking about it, you know, and he didn't make a bad job of them floorboards and the shop door. So I'll put it on letter anyway, and anyway, if it's any good to you.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks very much.
£1.30, please, Alf. Spot on.
Cheers.
Has he surfaced yet?
It's in the living room, not in his cravat.
Oh, is he? Well, I'm fed up with this, Betty.
Yeah.
I'm going to knot his cravat for him, right round his windpipe.
Wait, don't go spilling any blood on that carpet. Take him in the kitchen.
Look, Fred, I am sick
Lynch,
and flaming
Lynch,
tired.
Lynch, please. I really think you ought to know. And after all, you do for Mrs. Walker, and I am the deputy sheriff.
At least Mrs. Walker pulled her weight round here.
Oh. Finding it all too much for you, eh? Are you feeling the strain, is that it?
Yes, we are, as a matter of fact, both of us.
Well, never mind. Cath will be here next week. She'll show you how it's done. A little competition might sharpen you up, Lynch. That's if it's not too late.
And there's more at midday today, and of course tomorrow morning at the same time, 9 o'clock. And next here on Plus, it's Emmerdale.